You don't need $1 million to build $1 million business. You just need a clear idea, a few tools, and the right execution. Right now, people are starting startups with less than what most spend on a weekend getaway. A laptop, a browser, and maybe a couple $100. That's the new foundation of entrepreneurship. The barrier isn't money anymore. It's clarity. Most people don't start because they think they need funding, fancy logos, or viral marketing. But real traction doesn't come from flash. It comes from solving a problem. $5,000 today is enough to launch a niche SaaS, build a simple AI-powered service, run a full e-commerce trial with product sourcing, spin up a newsletter business with paid content, or develop a prototype to validate an idea. Platforms like Beehive, Gumroad, Stripe, and Webflow let anyone go from idea to income in days. OpenAI and other AI platforms give you superpowers that cost nothing to try. If you know how to use a keyboard and follow instructions, you can test most business ideas by the weekend. There's no excuse. The gatekeepers are gone. You don't need permission from an investor. You don't need an MBA. You don't even need code. You need to know what people want and give it to them in a way that works. Start by asking this. What is a small but annoying problem you or your friends face every week? Can you solve it with a few hours and a few tools? Could you offer it as a paid solution? That's a startup, not some mythical beast with 12 employees and Silicon Valley buzzwords. Just a helpful tool that does one thing well. Most people overbuild. You don't need AI unless it's the fastest way to get to the solution. You don't need a fancy landing page unless someone is asking for it. You only need to test if real people care enough to pay or stay. That's where the power is. Take a small bet, learn quickly, adjust fast. That's the cycle that builds sustainable wealth. And it all starts with your first idea. The passive path is about finding your own pace to financial freedom. You don't have to race. You just have to start. The first dollar is the hardest, but it's also the most powerful. Because once you make one, you can make 10. Then 100. Then 1,000. What's stopping you from reaching that first one? Keep watching, because next, we'll explore how to build a digital reflection of yourself. One that owns trust, attention, and money. Building digital reflections of yourselves. Your website shouldn't be a static billboard. It should be a living snapshot of who you are, what you do, and what you care about. Not a boring resume with links no one clicks. A dynamic visual dashboard of your life. Think of it like a public scoreboard for your personal goals. How many days you worked out this month? What books you're reading right now? Your sobriety streak. Your morning routine. Your glucose levels, if you're tracking them. This isn't about showing off. It's about making your progress visible. It's social accountability with style. A runner can show their weekly miles, recovery status, and race countdowns. A surfer can track wave sessions like a GitHub contribution graph. A writer can show their publishing streak or top read articles. A developer can showcase real-time commits and side project stats. A teacher can log daily reading progress and student milestones. You pick the signals, you pick the story. The tools to build these already exist. Cursor, Webflow, Notion, Super, or a custom low-code builder. No engineering background needed. What used to take a team can now be done by one person in a weekend, and it can look exactly how you want. Your colors, your layout, your metrics. Imagine a modular platform that helps anyone build their own open page. Drag and drop your widgets. Fitness tracker, mood journal, water intake log, morning sunlight exposure. And monetize it too. Show your real supplement stack. Link to affiliate products. Add a paid coaching link. Or sell your custom dashboard as a template. This turns your progress into a business model. The market is real. Fitness influencers want dashboards. Biohackers want health logs. Readers want public bookshelves. Entrepreneurs want revenue charts and KPIs, all in one place. You're not just building a profile, you're building trust. You're showing who you are, not just saying it. You're attracting collaborators, customers, and community. If you had a digital scoreboard for your life, what would it show today? Now imagine what it could show in 6 months. Next, we'll talk about why static landing pages are no longer enough and how to turn knowledge into leads. Chapter 3. Why static personal sites are dead. Static websites don't build connection. They sit there, unchanged, unread, unshared. People don't want another digital business card. They want something that gives them a reason to stay. You don't need a glossy bio and 5 social links. You need one thing that pulls attention and keeps it. That's where knowledge pages come in. A knowledge page is more than a portfolio. It's a mini library of your most useful thinking. Turn your best tweets, threads, or posts into downloadable guides. Bundle your frameworks into short PDFs. Offer bite-sized tools like checklists, calculators, or starter packs. Make it clear what people will get. Then ask for one thing in return: their email. This is where growth begins. No more "subscribe to my newsletter" banners. Nobody wants more email, but everyone wants value. If they get something useful now, they'll trade an email for it. This builds leverage, because now you don't rely on social algorithms. You can reach people directly. No gatekeepers, no guessing. You own the channel. Every creator needs this setup. Writers, coaches, designers, product people, coders. You can build a system that does this with one tool. A lead magnet builder for personal sites. Simple interface. Drag in your best content. Choose the asset to gate. Add custom branding. Boom. You're not just a creator anymore. You're a funnel owner. You know what converts, and you control what happens next. This model works for micro creators and full-time founders. Use it for ebooks. Use it for idea lists. Use it for curated toolkits. Every download builds your reach. Every guide builds your authority. Every email builds your future income. Attention is earned. Trust is built. Email is owned. Turn your personal site into a system, not a brochure. Next, we explore how to turn your body into your most valuable data source, and why health might be the most underpriced market for startups today. Your body generates data every day, but most of it disappears. Sleep patterns, heart rate, glucose levels, mood shifts, water intake, caffeine tolerance, medication effects. Each one tells a story, but right now, those stories are fragmented. Your sleep data lives in one app. Your workout stats live in another. Your blood test results hide in a PDF. And your doctor has no idea about any of them. This is a broken system. The opportunity is to unify it. A single health dashboard that connects everything. Strava, Aura, 8 Sleep, Fitbit, glucose monitors, blood tests, medication logs. One interface to rule them all. And one brain on top of it. A chat assistant you can ask questions like, why did I feel nauseous after that workout? Could my new supplement be affecting my sleep? Is my hydration affecting my glucose curve? These aren't random thoughts. They're patterns waiting to be found. If your system could see across the data, it could flag problems before they grow. It could recommend changes based on correlations, not guesses. It could show you what your doctor missed. Now think beyond personal use. Employers could pay for this to keep teams healthy, productive, and low risk. Health insurers could reward healthy habits. Fewer sick days, lower premiums, better engagement. In the UK, this already exists. Do healthy things. Get points. Trade them for coffee, meals, or discounts. It works because health saves money, and people like rewards. So what's missing? A beautiful, easy, customizable health OS built for regular people, not biohackers. Water reminders that match your patterns. Posture nudges when you slump. Sleep tips based on your week, not generic blogs. Habit support based on your struggles, not someone else's list. A digital health assistant that gets smarter with every interaction. Not a one-size-fits-all app, a personalized system. You can build it as a subscription, or offer it to employers as a perk, or create tiers for basic users and power users. People spend thousands on wellness gear. A $30 per month service that actually helps would be a bargain. Health is wealth, and the data is already there. It just needs structure. It just needs clarity. It just needs someone to build the right interface. If your body is your most valuable asset, where's your dashboard? Next, let's talk about how chatbots and AI tools are quietly becoming lead-generating machines, and how you can turn them into income streams. AI tools aren't just fun to play with. They're turning into business engines. The smartest people are using them to generate leads while they sleep. Here's how it works. You create a custom GPT focused on a narrow problem, such as legal advice for startups, meal planning for diabetics, or visa help for digital nomads. Then you give it away for free. Let people use it. Let them ask questions. Let them get answers. And when they want more, you offer the next step, a real service, a paid product, a consultation. That's the business. The AI is the front door. The human is the value. One lawyer already uses this model. He owns dozens of legal GPTs, contracts, agreements, intellectual property help. People use them by the thousands. When they want something more specific, the GPT suggests a real lawyer, him. He doesn't chase leads. They come to him. That's the power of a custom AI assistant built around expertise. Now imagine this in other niches. Fitness coaches, AI-generated training plans with the option to book a real coach. Designers, logo generators that upsell custom work. Writers, GPTs that edit your post but recommend full rewrites for a fee. It's not about the chatbot. It's about the problem it solves. You don't need a new idea. You need a new channel to deliver it. Most GPTs fail because they offer generic advice. But if yours pulls from unique data or insight, it wins. Private databases, proprietary research, original frameworks. That's what makes it valuable. The business model is simple. Use GPTs to collect leads, filter high-interest users, offer next-level value. No pushy ads, No cold emails. Just a helpful tool that builds trust, then opens a door. This works at scale. It also works solo. Build once, improve over time, and let the machine do the first 80% of the work. This is perfect for people who already share online. If you've posted threads, tutorials, or templates, you already have raw material. Feed it into a GPT, package it, embed it, and connect it to your service. You turn curiosity into conversation, and conversation into cash. While others chase views, you build pipelines. While others copy trends, you close deals. What GPT would your business build first? Up next, we explore the most unexpected startup angle in this video. An AI-powered dating platform that finally goes beyond looks. Dating apps haven't changed much in a decade. Profiles, pictures, swiping. It's the same formula, and most people are tired of it. The surface-level matches, the endless scrolling, the focus on looks over compatibility. There's a better way. Start with what really matters in long-term connection. Humor, interests, values, energy. Now imagine a dating app where you swipe on memes instead of faces. The app learns your sense of humor, your preferences, your quirks. Then it pairs you with people who laugh at the same things and care about the same weird topics you do. That's a different kind of match. You still get to choose who to meet, but now it's filtered through more than just a headshot. You're matched on something deeper. Shared language, shared rhythm, shared worldview. It doesn't stop there. Add integrations. Connect to Spotify, Goodreads, Netflix, Strava. Let the app analyze what you watch, read, listen to, and do. Now it can build a full profile. Not one you wrote, one you live. Let AI do the matching. No more endless choice paralysis. You get one blind match per week. Set time. Set place. Minimal friction. Maximum signal. You both show up. The app gives you a short intro prompt. Maybe a shared favorite movie. A mutual goal. A weird fact you both bookmarked. That's your icebreaker. You skip small talk. You go straight into connection. And because you didn't choose based on looks, you stay curious. You show up open, not biased. This system works for one reason. It feels human again. It cuts through the noise and gives people a real shot at real connection. You can monetize it through premium matches, curated experiences, sponsored date locations, or private matchmaking tiers. The model isn't new, but the delivery is. AI doesn't have to replace human emotion. It just has to get you in the room with the right person. Dating is broken because the inputs are shallow. Fix the inputs, fix the experience. The next billion-dollar dating app won't be another swipe clone. It will be something totally different. Built for people who want to feel seen, not just liked. What would dating look like if apps cared more about chemistry than symmetry? Next, we shift from dating to building. Why the real power today lies in being a creator-curator, not just a consumer. Most people scroll. They consume. They like. They forget. Then they repeat the cycle. But if you do something different, they create. They build. They curate. They shape what others consume. That's where the leverage is. Not in chasing attention, in owning direction. You don't need to be an expert. You need to be a filter, a builder of context, a sharer of clarity. Start small. Pick a niche you care about. Tools for solo founders, ideas for parents, tips for remote workers. It doesn't matter. Then collect and shape. Find the best resources. Make them easier to use. Add commentary, add order, add perspective, now publish. Use platforms like Notion, Ghost, Beehive, Substack, Webflow. You're not creating from scratch. You're organizing the chaos. People pay for that. A simple, curated list of useful things is more valuable than 10,000 random posts, especially if it's filtered through a point of view. Your lens is the value. This works even better when you add your own layer, your own frameworks, your lessons, your breakdowns. You become the trusted node in your space. You don't need millions of views. You need a few hundred people who rely on your lens. That's when monetization becomes easy. Paid guides, private groups, affiliate links, courses, consulting, digital tools. The more specific you get, the more powerful it becomes. You don't need to invent something new. You need to become the person people trust to simplify the flood. The passive path isn't about building loud, it's about building smart. Be the person who makes others say, "That saved me time." Be the person who shows what matters. Most are stuck in endless scroll. You can be the one who hands out maps. Up next, we talk about how to spot startup gold, not by chasing trends, but by understanding what hasn't changed. Most people chase what's trending. They jump on the latest wave. AI tools, new platforms, buzzwords. But the real edge is in seeing what doesn't change. Human behavior, core desires, old problems that haven't been solved well. That's where timeless value lives. Trends come and go, but people always want better health, more clarity, less friction, more freedom, less overwhelm. Spotting this takes practice. Start by watching what people complain about. Repeated frustrations, broken workflows, outdated tools. Then listen for what they wish existed. Better dashboards, simpler ways to track progress, more honest content. These signals point to gaps, and gaps are where new businesses grow. One way to find them is by watching ads. If companies spend heavily to push a product, it means there's real money flowing. Look at what gets advertised across podcasts, YouTube, and newsletters. Website builders, email platforms, health trackers. That's demand in motion. Now zoom in. Where are those tools failing? What features are missing? What users are underserved? Build there. Sometimes the best ideas aren't sexy. They're just overlooked. Helping people drink more water, improving posture reminders, making it easier to track daily habits. It doesn't sound groundbreaking, but it solves real daily friction. That's what builds habit-forming products. And habits build retention. You don't need to invent a new category. You need to improve an old one. Make it faster, simpler, more personal. The key is to anchor in behavior, not hype. Ask yourself, what are people already doing? What are they already paying for? What are they frustrated by? That's where the next idea is hiding. Start there. Build small, solve deep, and let the trend catch up to you. Next, we'll cover how to turn these insights into real revenue by applying proven monetization models that work today. Ideas are cheap. Execution is everything. But execution without revenue is just a hobby. If you want to build real income, you need a clear path to money. Start simple. Offer something free. Then upsell something better. Free gets attention. Paid builds trust. Freemium works when your core product is useful without cost. Then you charge for extras, more features, more customization, better analytics, templates, support. This model works for dashboards, GPTs, content platforms, and trackers. Another model is paywalled content. Make your best insights gated. Offer a teaser. Deliver depth behind the wall. Use it for guides, databases, swipe files, or frameworks. If it saves time, people will pay. Subscription works when the value is ongoing. Habit trackers, health dashboards, AI assistants, weekly idea drops, monthly reports. Just make sure it compounds over time, so users feel like the longer they stay, the more they get. One-time payments are good too, especially for templates, tools, or downloads that solve a clear need now. Digital planners, custom calculators, business playbooks, license-ready content packs. Affiliate models work if you curate tools with honesty. Only recommend what you use. Disclose it. Build a review system people trust. You're not selling, you're filtering. That makes you valuable. Lead generation is a quieter model. Use free tools, GPTs, or dashboards to attract specific users. Then offer them a paid service. Coaching, design, development, strategy. It's slow to start, but powerful over time. Every email is an asset. Every lead is leverage. Every conversion is proof. You can also sell to businesses. Bundle your offer as a team tool or employee perk. Pitch it as wellness, clarity, retention, productivity. B2B often pays more and stays longer. The key is alignment. Charge for what brings consistent, visible value. Don't guess. Test. Watch where people engage. Watch where they return. Watch what they ask for next. Revenue is just a mirror. It reflects how well you're solving a problem. If it's silent, go deeper. If it's steady, refine. If it's growing, scale. You don't need 10 models. You need one that fits. Start there. Next, we wrap it all up. 10 ideas, 10 paths, one clear way forward, and what to do next if you're ready to finally build something real. Done. Is this conversation helpful so far? You've seen 10 ideas, each one simple, each one powerful, each one possible to start today. You don't need to do them all. You need to pick one that feels natural, one that feels exciting, one that solves a problem you understand. Start with what's close to you, your habits, your frustrations, your interests, your skills. Then build a small version. Not a company, not a brand, just a tool that works. Something people can touch, click, use, learn from. Give yourself a 7-day sprint. Use tools that move fast. Beehive for newsletters, Webflow for landing pages, Notion for guides, Cursor for open pages, ChatGPT for GPT prototypes, Figma for visuals, Stripe for payments. You don't need to learn everything. You need to ship something. Each time you launch, you get data. Each time you test, you learn. Each time you show up, you build trust. Your first product might fail. That's fine. The skill is learning how to build, how to talk to users, how to price value, how to adjust fast. This is how you build leverage, not with money, with motion, with direction, with patience. That's what the passive path is about. Not chasing the loudest trend, but owning your pace, owning your process, owning your time. Now it's your turn. Like this video if one idea made you pause. Subscribe for more deep dives on building income from scratch. Comment with the idea you'd build with $5,000. No fluff, just execution. Start now, because the difference between a watcher and a builder is just one decision. Conclusion and CTA. You don't need permission to build something real. You don't need millions to start. You just need an idea, a reason, and the courage to begin. If this video sparked a thought, take the next step. Like this video so more people can discover these ideas. Subscribe to The Passive Path for more honest, practical content on building wealth and freedom from scratch. Drop a comment with the idea you'd start or the one that stood out the most. And share this video with someone you care about. Someone who's been sitting on an idea for too long. Good luck with whatever you choose to build. If you're looking for more content like this, check out the other videos on this channel. And I'll see you in the next one.